Hello, my wonderful friend. This video is on interesting reasons why introverts are so attractive. If you have ever asked yourself, are introverts attractive? Then you are going to love this video. What you are about to learn is based on my insight as a woman, as well as my extensive research and training as a certified coach. The last thing on this list is probably the most surprising, so make sure you don't miss that one. Before we get started, if this is your first time watching, be sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell. My name is Melannie. I'm a Christian dating coach for men. I help good guys get the girl of your dreams. So you're gonna wanna make sure you don't miss any of the videos I have coming. Now, I quite literally get thousands of comments and messages and questions on a weekly basis. And one of the most common concerns I hear is, well, I'm an introvert or I'm shy, and what if nobody's going to want me, or what if I'm never going to be able to get a girlfriend? Have you ever seen extrovert guys who seem just able to charm women like crazy? And have you ever felt like, well, maybe I don't stand a chance? The truth is, you stand a far better chance than you realize. Now, I do need to say this right at the start. I am not one of those people who says one is better than the other. I feel like sometimes as a society, we try and prove that introverts are better or extroverts are better. And the truth is, it's not one way is better than the other. God made us all amazing with our own strengths and our own weaknesses, and we're all just trying to figure life out. I actually happen to be an extrovert, so I am not in any way trying to down talk extroverts. I've never done a video on extroverts, but if that's one you'd like to see, be sure to let me know. Now, I recently did this video, which is how to flirt as an introvert, and this video, which is 7 reasons why introverts are so attractive. You guys loved it and you asked for more, so I wanted to give you interesting reasons why introverts are so attractive. So let's get started. Reason number 1 why introverts are attractive is that introverts pay attention. It's pretty common for extroverts to be friends with introverts, and naturally in a romantic relationship for one to be an introvert and one to be an extrovert. And one of the reasons is introverts pay attention, and for extroverts it will help her feel heard and understood. And introverts are good at helping people feel like they matter to them because they pay attention. Everyone wants to feel heard, everyone wants to feel understood. So the fact is that is an incredibly attractive trait that women are obviously looking for in a man. Reason number 2 that introverts are attractive is that introverts can actually come across as more mature. There are obviously people who are fun and a blast to be around, but they can be really loud and maybe even a little bit aggressive or pushy and all over the place. And sometimes this comes across as immature, and sometimes it actually is immature. And it can be really overwhelming. So meeting a guy who is more calm and grounded can be incredibly attractive to women. A huge secret for you. Women like mature guys, unless she's not a mature woman, but you don't want anything to do with a woman like that. Women really like men who are mature. So that is definitely a trait that is very attractive. Quick question. Are you enjoying hearing about introverts? And should I make more videos on introverts and dating as an introvert? If I should, be sure to comment introvert in the comments below. The third reason why introverts are so attractive is that introverts tend to allow themselves to be more vulnerable. This is actually something as an extrovert I have seen in the introverts I know. My sister's an introvert and my best friend's an introvert, and they seem really able to just allow themselves to be vulnerable and be more comfortable being vulnerable. Now, vulnerability is incredibly important in a relationship. Being able to open up is essential to a happy and a healthy relationship. Now, as a woman, when a man opens himself up to her and when he's vulnerable with her, I've been trying to figure out the words to use and I can't come up with them. That is something that is very, that's a big deal to a woman. She knows she's seeing something very special, and that means so much to her and makes her fall deeper and deeper in love with this guy. Not only does it let her see the softer side of him, which is always attractive to women, but it also lets her know that she's safe with him, that she can open up with him. And there's a huge connection and a huge bond and a huge trust that develops when you have two people who are willing to be vulnerable with each other. So being able and willing to be more vulnerable, that is a hugely attractive trait. The fourth reason why introverts are so attractive is that introverts tend to be able to maintain long-term relationships. Now, that's kind of the end goal, right? Is a long-term relationship, especially for Christian women. That is ultimately what she is wanting, is a long-term relationship. So having the traits that help you create and maintain a long-term relationship is huge. Introverts are very loyal for the most part, and that obviously contributes to maintaining a long-term relationship. And it's an incredibly attractive trait that is a deal breaker to women and makes her, again, trust you and feel attracted to you and want to spend more time with you. And we are to the fifth reason why introverts are most attractive. And I think this is probably going to surprise a few people. So if it surprises you, be sure to comment wow and let me know. Introverts actually appear to be more confident much of the time. Have you ever known someone who was just like really loud and really pushy and always had to talk over everyone and always had to fight for their own opinion and kind of push that onto people? If you've ever known someone like that, you know that they're trying to appear confident, but they actually just kind of appear desperate, right? They want everyone to think they're confident, but usually someone like that actually is not super confident. However, on the flip side, someone who is more quiet often appears more confident because they don't have to defend their position. They're already confident enough in themselves and their opinions and whatever else that they don't have to defend it because they just know it and they're confident in it. So often, not feeling the need to express yourself and being more quiet in a conversation can actually help you come across as confident. And as I've established in so many videos, confidence is an incredibly attractive trait. Now, this obviously does not mean that you should never talk, and it doesn't mean that people who talk a lot are not confident. It just means that what many introverts are self-conscious about can actually be perceived as confidence. I hope you enjoyed learning about some of these introvert superpowers, as I like to call them. The truth is, you are doing better than you think you are, and you are so much more attractive than you realize. I know from talking with so many men, so many good men, that the fear of not being good enough because you're an introvert can keep so many guys from getting out there and getting that girlfriend. The truth is, introvert, extrovert, whatever, getting a girlfriend and getting your dream girlfriend is actually very easy as long as you know the right skills. Now, we've already gone over some of your introvert superpowers, but how would you like to know the skills you need to get your dream girlfriend? I have put together some free training for you on the 3 secrets you have to know to get a girlfriend, especially if you feel awkward at dating and relationships and putting yourself out there, getting to meet new people. You are going to love what you learn in this free training. All you have to do is click the link in the description below to register for that. And seriously, guys, it is life-changing. I know it's going to help you so much. You already know now that you are incredibly attractive as an introvert, so why wait any longer to get that girlfriend? Thank you so much for watching, my wonderful friend. Be sure to subscribe and ring that bell if you have not yet, and give me a big thumbs up. I do want to hear from you in the comments. Would you like more videos on introverts and dating? If you would, be sure to comment introvert to let me know. If we're not yet friends on social media, be sure to check out the links in the description below for that as well. I share some awesome stuff that I know you're going to love. Do you have an introvert friend? If you do, be sure to share this video with him. Everyone deserves to know that they're doing better than they think they are, because we all tend to be hard on ourselves, am I right? So be sure to share this. Thank you so much again, my amazing friend, and have an amazing day. I feel like sometimes as society, we try and prove that extroverts are bleh. I feel like sometimes as a society. So finding a guy who is more calm and a little bit more, I'm trying to think of the right word. So meeting a guy who is a little bit more, what is that word? I don't know what the word is. Grounded. That's the word. Thank you so much. What was that? Thank you so much.